Hey everybody, it's Dr. Andrew Hall from WellSpine KC, and we are back with Coach Shay Gilpatrick at Solution One CrossFit in Shawnee, Kansas. We're coming to you today to talk about the #1 cause of shoulder issues in the gym. And in between low back issues and shoulder issues, man, it's almost a dead heat on which one we see most injuries from in the gym all the time. And if you haven't picked it up already from the picture in the background, the #1 cause of almost all of the shoulder issues that I see in my office comes from the neck. And not just the neck, but from forward head posture specifically. And I know that's a tough concept for a lot of people because they talk about, okay, well, I was a pitcher in high school, or no, I was doing a, ground to overhead, or I was doing a kettlebell snatch, and I hear the pop and it started there. I get that. But I want most people to understand that an injury is never usually just one thing. It is multiple things building up on top of each other that causes that injury finally. So let me show you why it's the neck mainly, and we'll just do a couple demonstrations or a couple things that you can even do along with us at home to demonstrate this. So the first thing is, when it comes to forward head posture, as the head gets further and further forward, it adds more weight to the neck and into the spine, and that causes a whole host of physical injuries. So the first one we're gonna do, and I want you guys to do this at home, is I wanna demonstrate how much tension that neck can do. So we're gonna use Coach Shay for this one, and I'm just gonna have her nice, good posture, which she already has, and go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Beautiful. Easy for her to do, no problem. Now, the next thing is what I'm gonna have her do is just bring her head forward as far as she comfortably can, eyes straight ahead, so do this at home as well, and take a deep breath in again. And out. How'd that feel? All right, get out of that posture. That's a terrible posture. So, what I want people to understand, if you did this at home, you noticed a huge change when it comes to bringing the head forward and how deep of a breath you can take. With just 2 inches of forward head posture, which adds up to 32 pounds of extra weight on your head, bringing that head forward like that decreases your lung capacity by 30%. I want you to really let that sink in. The forward head posture decreases your lung capacity by 30%. Do you think you'll do better on the next Murph on Memorial Day if you had 30% better lung capacity? I know you would. And that's due to that forward head posture. So you're saying, okay, Andrew, you're talking about shoulder issues. We're talking about breathing. Let's demonstrate that again, but with external rotation of the shoulders. So Shay, give us some on that right arm. Just do some external rotation. Looks pretty good. Actually, let's do the left so they can see that. Really good. So you guys can do this at home. Good external rotation. So drop that down. Now I want you to bring your head forward just as far as you comfortably can and do that again. How's that feel? Yeah. Now here's another thing. Do you feel that in your low back as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, get out of that posture. It's a terrible posture.
Get out of it.
So I want people to understand that when that head comes forward like that, it compresses the lungs, it causes the pec minors to shorten, it causes the scaps to tighten. So many bad things happen from that forward head posture, but then when you start adding external rotation in, it starts affecting your low back. So for those of you who are like, man, I've been really working on my, shoulder and really working on that mobility, but now my low back's acting up. The two of those things are connected. And again, the body is completely connected all over the place. I hope you understand that. But so many of the issues that we see from people having stuff going on in their shoulders, especially the nagging shoulder injuries that happen over and over again, so much of that can be happening in the neck. And it's not just the shoulder issues. Shay, would you go to the next slide there? These are common things that we see with abnormal forward head posture, from headaches and migraines, TMJD issues, thoracic outlet syndromes, shooting pain down into the arms and hands, and low back issues. All of those things come from a forward head posture. So when you're out and working out and when you're coaching, have your coaches really be checking that forward head posture, have them be looking at that. And if you have that nagging shoulder injury, get it checked out. Get it checked out by a chiropractor. If you'd like to get an assessment with us, we'd love to do that, because getting to the root cause of the problem is going to prevent injuries from happening further down. So if you like this, give us a like, shoot a comment below, share this with someone who maybe has been dealing with some shoulder issues in the past. Click on the button below to learn more about it and how we help people specifically with shoulder injuries in our office. And we'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.